Welcome to another video. This is an emergency upload as I do have the next penny stock that does have parabolic type potential. This is one that is extremely undervalued in my honest opinion, trading just around $2, completely bottomed out with a very tiny microscopic $10 million valuation. Drop a quick like for me on this video if you are enjoying this content. It does really help me out, guys, and I do not have any type of program to sell you, nothing like that. These videos are completely free, and a lot of time and research does go into finding these hidden gems in the penny stock market. So just yesterday, they did bring on a new director who had multiple leadership roles at Starbucks Corporation, ticker SBUX, which is over a $100 billion corporation. They know it even gets better than that, as they just added a new strategic consultant and a chief revenue officer that has huge executive leadership positions, or past positions at some of the biggest corporations out there. This is a tiny 1 million share float with zero dilution, no dilution filings, and insiders have completely loaded up at $4, which is almost double the current stock price, indicating strong bullish momentum. Something else I must mention is the CEO himself has held very high up government positions, as he did work for the U.S. Senate, I believe, for around 13 years. So massive government connections and a proven track record. So guys, the ticker I'm talking about in this video is ticker CASK, Heritage Distilling Holding Company Inc. But before I do go over this play, just for a few seconds, I do want you guys to realize just last video, just one day ago, you can see in the top right, I did call out ticker FGL at $1.78. You can see on the chart, this one did go up to $3.50 two different times. You see on the daily chart, we did hit this level. If you go on the 1 hour chart, you can see we did hit $3.50 two different times. So another massive 100% gainer. Caught on this channel again, guys. So make sure you have the notification bell turned on so you do not miss these very time sensitive and urgent plays. So what does ticker CASK do as a company? We're going to talk about that, but they actually make a product that looks so appealing that I ordered one myself. So that should tell you something about their marketing just off first glance. So Heritage Distilling Holding Company Inc. engages in producing, marketing, and selling craft spirits in the United States. The company offers whiskeys, vodkas, gins, rums, and ready-to-drink canned cocktails. It sells its products through wholesale distribution, owned and operated distilleries, and tasting rooms, as well as online. Probably mainly through their website. I also heard that some people are seeing Facebook ads on Stocktwits, so that should tell you they are marketing their products very good. And we are currently trading at $2.23 as of right now in pre-market. We are developing major support just over this $2 level, and there's not too much resistance to really worry about. So one major resistance level on the daily is just over $3, then at $3.25, and then at $3.63, just around this area. All-time high is sitting at $4, so there is absolutely no ceiling or resistance over this level. So that's something to realize right there. RSI is sitting at 28 on the daily, indicating this one is completely oversold. On the share structure, the float is sitting at 1.5 million shares, and we do have a very tiny $11.5 million valuation, just around $10 million, a very tiny market cap. So just looking on their website, they do have some very nice products. Just looking at their whiskeys right here, these do look very well made, and they do have a very diversified lineup of products, and it even continues to get better. So just looking at this, they're the largest independently owned craft distillery in the PNW. So HDC, Heritage Distilling Company, is the only craft distillery in Washington or Oregon with 5 distillery tasting rooms. So they own and operate 5 different tasting rooms. They are the most awarded, as they have won more awards than any other craft distillery in North America by the American Distilling Institute. Now, though this alone is extremely important, it says Heritage has been the most awarded craft distillery in North America by the American Distilling Institute for 10 years in a row. out of more than 2,600 other craft producers. Plus, they have won numerous other best of class, double gold, and gold medals from multiple national and international spirits competitions. It is one of the largest craft spirits producers on the West Coast based on revenues and is developing a national reach in the United States. Just looking at the management of this tiny $10 million market cap penny stock, you can see Justin Stiefel, the CEO and co-founder of Heritage Distilling. He is the creator of the Tribal Beverage Network TBN concept, having worked in 2018 to secure in Congress the repeal of an 1834 statute that prohibited distilling in an Indian country. So prior to co-founding Heritage, Mr. Stiefel spent 13 years in Washington, D.C., working primarily in the United States Senate on taxation, economic development, banking, and oil and gas policy, among other different topics. So he did work in the Senate for 13 years, has massive government connections, and does have a proven track record. So something else we really have to look at really quick is we have multiple Form 4 filings. Now, Form 4 filings are basically just filings showing insider purchases and transactions of the company. So whenever they buy or sell shares. So we have multiple different directors, 3 or 4 different directors purchasing shares at basically for $4 per share, which is almost double the current stock price. So right here they did buy around just over 5,000 shares, and we have another director that just recently bought 2,500 shares, and then we have yet another director just over here that purchased over 1,000 shares. It's not just one person loading up on shares, it's 3 or 4 different directors all purchasing shares at a price that is currently almost double the current stock price. All these did happen in late November, just not even 1 month ago. So that's showing that all these people have a very positive outlook on the future of this company. Just looking at the most recent PR, just 1 day ago, Heritage Distilling Company strengthened senior leadership team with key appointments to accelerate next stage growth and innovation. So they expand their team of board of directors with former Starbucks COO. Now, it's not just the former COO, Chief Operating Officer. You can see the new director of this penny stock, ticker CASK, brings over 2 decades of executive leadership experience to Heritage, having served in multiple senior roles at Starbucks Corporation, which is a massive $100 billion company. Something you must consider is that it is extremely, extremely rare to have this type of executive leadership on the board for a penny stock, trading at a $10 million valuation. So he was the chief operating officer, the chief financial officer, and the chief administrative officer for Starbucks, a very well-known and one of the biggest companies in the world. So under his leadership at Starbucks, he played a critical role in expanding Starbucks's global footprint, overseeing operations across Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and including Greater China. So he's also the founder of Ocean 5, which is a premier event and entertainment venue with a strong focus on sustainability. Also was the founder of Table 47, a restaurant dedicated to serving locally sourced sustainable cuisine. He also currently serves on the board of directors for Levi Strauss and Company, ticker LEVI, which is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, Harley Davidson Inc., ticker HOG, another multi-billion-dollar corporation, and Array Technology, ticker ARRY, which is just under a $1 billion corporation, as well as these other 2 companies as well. They also appointed Andrew Varga as a director and strategic consultant and chief revenue officer. So just had Troy Alstead, that has that massive Starbucks past, basically ran Starbucks in every type of way. Let's see, the other member that they just brought on to their company, Andrew Varga, brings over 40 years of adult beverage industry experience to Heritage, and he also has a massive track record. So you can see throughout the course of his career, Andrew has held executive roles at companies such as Brown-Forman Corporation. So this is a $20 billion plus corporation. And so why is it so key that he held executive roles at companies such as Brown-Forman Corporation? Well, like I said, this does have a $20 billion market cap. This company, he did have a very nice leadership role at. And some of the highlights for this company is they have 40 plus brands in 170 plus countries, 5,700 plus employees, just under $4 billion in net sales, and they also have $1.2 billion in operating income. So they are building a dream team right here that has, pretty much the highest level of experience that you can get in the direct sector that ticker CASK is targeting. This PR just came out one day ago, and we have not even seen that big of a reaction for this type of parabolic news. So this is a hidden gem in the market. I actually really think there's tremendous long-term potential for this company as long as they do have and work on their financials and everything like that, and those do come in well. Website earlier, I did say Heritage operates, I think, 6 or 5 different tasting rooms, but that was on their website. That was probably outdated. So it says right here, Heritage operates 2 production distilleries and also operates 7 tasting rooms across Washington and Oregon. And something you really need to think about that I've been thinking about as well is, I believe as of right now, they only sell their products in their tasting room locations and through their e-commerce website, their website. So one thing to really consider is once these do hit, major retail outlets and stores, this will significantly enhance their revenue. And obviously with these new members and them building a dream team like this, they can easily, with all those connections, they can easily market these products and expand them globally. So that's something to really realize with ticker CASK. I really do like this play, and this is one that I think has extreme potential, a lot of potential. And looking on dilution tracker, it does say the company has 27 months of cash left, but this is probably skewed because they did just IPO just around 2 months ago. So looking at these warrants, none of these can be exercised because they are not registered. Every single one of these is not registered, and most of these do have a $4 or $6 exercise price. So, but right now these are not registered, so dilution is not a concern. If you do scroll down here, they do have 1.5 million shares, it looks like, in convertible preferred notes, but these are not registered, so these are not a concern right now. So there's no dilution for this company right now, which is a massive, massive perk. The video is getting way too long, so I'm going to cut it off right here. But if you did make it this far in the video, really do appreciate you. Let me know in the comments what you think about this play, any other plays you're watching, and I will see you on the next video.